everybody, Cindy Otter here with my RC endeavors. I have sleeves on. It's upstate New York and it's getting chilly. I just wanted to share this video with you guys. I actually started the video and then realized that my music was still on, so now I get to narrate it. If you've noticed, I've actually put out a request for tags, and I've had some friends send me a bunch of tags. What I've done is I've sorted them by size, and I just wanted to show you what I'm actually doing with these tags. These are tags that come from, I don't know, things that were purchased, or clothes, or kitchen towels, anything like that. So what I've decided to do is I'm making these little books. Now these little books are inspired by Shannon Green and Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter. All I'm using is some recycled materials. This was a memory foam bath rug set that my girlfriend brought to me, and I thought, wow, they already have spines, so it'd make a great cover. So I've cut out a bunch of covers, and I've decided that I'm going to make little art tag books out of it. Now, I'm not sure. Oh, this is some canvas that I've used, just scraps of canvas that I've already painted, and I thought, that'd make a cute cover for a little journal, right? So what I'm doing is I'm actually making these tags using just washi tape and making these tag books with recycled materials. This one was a small one that I've made, and what I did is I put a brad on it, and again, an extra scrap of canvas. And once I put the tags together and I made this little book, I used painted papers, little bits and pieces of painted paper that I had left over, and I covered each one of these tags. So these just make cute little journals that you can do anything in, whether it's sketch or stamp or paint, whatever you decide to do with them. So I thought I would share with you how I actually made these. On this one, I actually took the front and the back tag and I glued it to the cover, to the canvas, and it just made it a little bit sturdier. I did put the brad on the wrong spot in this one. It really should have went there, but hey, this was one of the first ones I made. So, and I just took that little piece of rickrack and I used that to spin around the brad, and there you go, the book is shut. So they're just handy little journals, books. They're cute to have. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how I made them. Now, one thing I really like about these books is some of the tags are just so cute that you really don't have to do anything with them. Here in a minute, I'll show you a tag that it's just adorable by itself. Look at this little tag. And it's nice and heavy, nice and thick. And I just think it's so cute. So I may or may not decide to cover that one over. I'm not really sure yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the process of how I put these little books together. The first thing I do is I actually make myself a little pile of tags that I plan on using. I start out with usually long ones, short ones. I add inclusions. I add ones that may flip open, which you'll see later on in the video. And I'm actually going to take some washi tape, and I've started out with 20 tags. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take washi tape and I'm just going to tape them together. Now, I like to use a nicer brand of washi tape. This one happens to be Scotch. And then what I do is, as you build them up, you may have to add more tags to the bottom of the pile where you're adding the washi tape, because you want it to stay even. You don't want them to be shorter than each other. And as the process goes, I don't worry about the ends because we're just going to cut them off in the end. It's not a problem. But as your book gets thicker, what you may have to do is take the pieces of the tag that you've already put together and flip them over, which I'll show you in the video. I like to use different sizes. I like to use different shapes. This book, because the spine on the cover that I'm using is so large, I'm actually putting together 20 tags. Some tags I leave so they can open. Some tags I cut off a piece or I take off the price depending on what length I want them. They're not all exactly the same, but I do try to pick out tags that will work in whatever cover I'm making for them. So now as you see there, my pile is getting smaller of tags that I've taped. So what I have to do is keep flipping the ones that I've already taped together over, and then that way I still have an even setup there. Now, like I said, those little bits and pieces of the washi that you see sticking out, that's no big deal. We're just going to trim those off. So this is, it's like I said, it's a combination of the tag book by Shannon Green, and also I watched Lindsay, the Frugal Crafter, I watched her put together a journal using washi tape in this style, and I thought, that's a great idea. Now, if you notice some of the tags, they have holes on them at one end. I may end up putting some danglies on there. Who knows? Who knows what they're going to end up looking like? Okay, there we go. We have a book together. Now, what I'm going to do is, you'll see me here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to trim all those little tiny pieces of washi tape wherever they're not sticking on a tag. And that's no big deal. It's just a quick snip, boom, it's gone. I don't take off the price tags on the tag. I leave them there. If it's a clearance price tag, it's no big deal. Having a heck of a time getting the washi off my fingers here. Now, once I've got this book together and I go ahead and get all the little pieces of washi off that's not stuck to a tag, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my cover out. Now, what I will do is I'll take the front and the back tag of this little book that I've made, and I'll actually glue it to whatever the cover may be once it's put together and everything is dry. All right, so there's our little book. It fits great in our cover. I don't have anything extra. Now, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some craft tape, and this is like a scrapbook tape, and I'm just going to put down a couple strips of this. And then I'm actually going to use the Aleene's tacky glue, and I'm going to put the tacky glue over top of that. I'll set the book spine, the washi tape part of the book spine down, and then I'm going to clip it together. Like I said, once that dries, I'm going to take the front and the back cover and glue them to the actual covers. The front and the back tag, glue them to the front and the back cover. Say that 3 times fast. So what I've done is I've made up a few of these books, and I'm just trying to show you how they look. They're kind of cute little books that you can do pretty much anything with. My camera quit here at the end, so I hope you enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon.